All right, now, so let's go ahead. After we display the cities into different sections, I guess that we have nothing left in this page but to actually allow the users to make reservation. All right, so if I actually go ahead to my design right here, and if I click on any one of those countries, if I click make a reservation, a page will pop up like this with this form. So we want to create a model for the reservation first, and we want to hook it to a table in order to actually go ahead and work with this. All right, so let me go to my command line, and if I go PHP artisan make model, and I'm gonna go ahead, let me see, I'm gonna name this model reservation, but even before this I want to put it in a folder, and I will name this folder reservation like this. All right, so let's also paste this in. All right, so cannot find, command not find, so PHP artisan make model, yeah, this should be a column like this. All right, so if we go to app, if we go to models, if we go to reservation right here in the model, we will see reservation like this, which is great. So let me go to the country, let me copy this code because it's going to be a bit similar. Let me paste, so the protected table right here, I'm going to name this table so it will actually be reservations. Like that, and right here, as you can see, we will have a couple things to insert. We'll have name, phone number, and the number of guests. So we'll have name, phone number, number of guests. What else? Guests should be like this. We'll also have the check-in date. We'll have the destination. We'll have the check-in date, the destination. Let me copy this word. All right, so what else? We'll also have the price. So what else do we have? We should also insert the user ID actually. And we should insert in the status of this booking, because we can make it processing, for the status, and we can make it booked, which means that, the status of this booking is a success, and so on. And we will change this from the admin panel. So I guess that those are okay for now actually. So yeah, let me just go ahead and save this. Let me go ahead and copy this table name, and let me go right there. Click new. All right, so let me paste. This will be ID. This will be 10. And let me go right there. This will be auto increment. And this will be name. Varchar 200. Number of phone number first. All right, so this will be this will be integer, and this will be 30. The number of guests, also integer. This will be 20. We have the check-in date. Let me add a couple more columns. So this will be a varchar, will be 200, and this will be destination. This will also be a varchar 200. The price right there, this will be integer, and this will be 30. There is the user ID, integer, and it will be 10. They want to give this a varchar. And there is the status. And for the status, I'm gonna keep this varchar 200, and I want to set up some kind of default value for it, you know. So once this is created, I'm just gonna go as defined, and now we can just type in processing like that. So every time we try to insert a new record, this will be inserted right away by default. All right, so let's add a couple more columns, and let's go create it underscore add. This will be a type of timestamp, and it will be a default of current timestamp. And let's go update it at. This will also be a timestamp, and there we go, current timestamp. So now we click save. All right, so there we go. The structure will pop up right now. All right, so great. So the next step will be taking care of the logic. Well, actually, yeah, let's go ahead right now to the links or to the routes. We go routes, we go web.php. If we go right there and copy this and paste, I'm just gonna write a simple comment right here. So this will be booking like that, and I will make this so it will be reservation. Let me copy this, and we're gonna send in the ID. So we can actually send the data of the destination right along when we insert. All right, so I'm gonna keep this small. All right, and this will hit a reservation or a make reservation function. All right, so make reservations like that, and the name for this route will be let me see, traveling dot reservation. You can call it whatever that you want. So save. Let's now copy this whole thing. Let's go to resources. If we go to views, if we go to traveling, if we go to about.blade, I wanna go ahead and I wanna paste this in at the button that will allow us to reserve. So there we go. It's actually an anchor, not a button. So let me go paste. Well, even before this, we want route, and we want to go ahead and got this, paste it in, and we want to send right along with it the city ID. All right, save. Let's now go right here. So if we hover over this, as you can see, it will actually send in, you know, the ID right along with this link. So let's go ahead and work with the function. Let's access the model. Sorry, let's access the controller, not the model. So if we go right there, paste, let's copy this, paste like that, got this, paste it right here. So we will send in the ID right here. All what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead and send in the data with the city, and we're gonna go to the view, and this is simply will, you know, what will the view look like. All right, so let me go ahead and just remove this. Also, I want to remove this. We want to send in the city data. So this will be the city model. All right, and we will find in the ID. And once we find it, we're going to go to traveling.about. This will not be about, this will be reservation. Let me copy the word reservation like that. All right. So for the compact, I'm just gonna go city and only city. Let's save. Now I want to make this, I want to create this, you know, display template. So just save. I want to go to traveling, and I want to go paste dot blade .php like that. All right, so now let's go ahead to our template. Let's go to reservation.html. Well, let's go, there is the div, there's actually the div, and there is another div. Let me copy those. Let me go right there, paste. I want to go and section right there. I want to go to about.blade. I want to copy those. I'm gonna go right there and paste, save right now. All right, so this will actually refresh. So now let me click and access any one of those cities. If I access this, for example, it's going to /traveling/reservation/1, as you can see right there. And everything looks cool. Actually, the design is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. All right, so what we want to do next is simply process the logic of this part. Well, in the part, for shows your destination right over here, I just want to make this so it will not be a select box. I want to make it like a normal non-editable input like that, because he already clicked on the city, so he already chose his destination. All right, so we're not going to simply do something like this. So I'm gonna go at the form part. I'm gonna go down at the bottom, and since we send in the data of the city, we can just copy this and paste. So this will be a type of text for the input, and I'm gonna go for the value. So the value will actually be city, and it will be the name of the city like that. All right, so the name of this will simply be destination. Let me copy this, paste. All right, so it will be destination like this. I'm not gonna add the class date. All right, so we can add the class to be, make the class to be name, for example. That's fine. All right, so I want to make this, this input non-editable, as you can see, because we don't want anybody to add anything like that right here. So all I'm just gonna do, I'm gonna go disable, for example. This will be type text. Save. All right, so as you can see now, I cannot edit this since he already chose the city. He clicked on the city in the slider. Now he cannot edit this. If he wants to go ahead and choose another city, he can go back and then choose his city from the slider. All right, so now let's go ahead and process the logic. So I want to go back to the part where the routes are again. I'm going to make this a type of post so we can post data. And I'm also going to keep it the same right here, the reservation. I'm going to send in the ID. All right. And right after this, I'm just going to go and store. I'm going to make this store reservation function, and this will be traveling.reservation.store like that, and save. Oh, now let's copy this and let's go to the part where we have the controller. Let's go ahead and paste this in. Let's copy this function and paste. Let's cut this and paste like that. So we're gonna send in the ID, and since we're gonna submit a form, we need to go ahead and send in the request. So let's send it like that, and we're gonna separate the two parameters like this. I want to go ahead and I want to comment this for a second. I want to go right after this. I want to store the data that we're sending in. So I'm just gonna go store reservation, and then I'm gonna go I need my reservation model. So I'm just gonna go to, let me see, to the models. I'm gonna go to reservation. I'm gonna go right there, copy this, and I'm gonna go to my controller. I'm gonna go right here, paste. Let me copy this and paste. Let's also paste it like that and like that. So now we include our model. Let me go right there and go reservation, and let me go create like that, and let me open up my my array. So here we will write the names in this, in this double quotes, we will write the name of the column, and we will send in the data right there from the inputs. All right, so the first thing that we need to grab is the name, and this will come from the request from the input with the name. All right, so we need to separate this. Let's copy it and paste it a couple more times. So right after this, we will insert, let me see, let's go to reservation right there. We will insert the phone number. Let me paste like that and like that. And right after this, we will insert the number of guests. Paste right away. So again, this is just the column name, and this is the input name in the form. All right, and we're gonna of course customize everything just in a second. And I want to also paste this like that and like that. And let's copy this, paste also. Let me copy this and paste it more times. So here we have the price. And also here we have the user ID. And I guess that's actually everything. I guess that this will be everything, since the status right over here, it will be inserted in the database, by default. So we will not even need to insert it from here. All right, and actually the price, since we made it, if you remember, we just go back. We made this price, so it will be actually for just one person. So we need to multiply the price. When we insert the price, we need to multiply the price, the original price right there. Let me see. This is actually going to be the city price, which will come from here. We need to multiply the city price that's coming from the ID by the number of days. The number of guests. All right, so this is how this will work. So again, the price right here, it's not for the for all the persons that you will choose. It will only be for one person. So we need to grab the price of the city, and we already send in the ID right here. So since we send the ID right here, we can simply just go for the city and go for the city like that, and we can grab the price of the city that we're actually sending the data for right here, and we can multiply it by the number of guests to get the whole price. All right, so right after this, we're grabbing the user ID like that. So yeah, I would say that this is fine for now. Right after we actually, right after we do this, I want to go ahead right here. I'm going to go F, store reservation. So after we insert, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to echo out, for now, something really simple, something like reservation. Is made successfully. All right, something like this. But what I forgot right here, let me go back, make a reservation, for example. What I forgot to do is I want to check also for, if this guy right here entered a valid date or not, because some users might be like hackers or something, or they're just testing the form, so they might choose a date in the past. So you cannot check in, you cannot choose a date in the past. We will only allow the users to choose a date in the future, and that makes total sense. All right, so I want to go ahead right here. Even before this, I want to make an if statement. I want to make it so it will be here, F, and I want to grab the date. of now, and this date will be um dash d, like that. So if the current date is greater than let me see, I want to grab the request with the check-in date right there. All right, so if the check-in date is greater than the date of tomorrow, the date of now, as you can see right here, that means that this guy is choosing a date in the future. All right, so what we want to do now, we want to process the logic, as you can see right there. All right, so let's cut this and let's paste like that. So since again the check-in date right there is a date in the future, we need to go ahead and we need to allow this guy to simply check-in date. All right, so we need to allow, yeah, so if the if the data that's coming from the check-in date is greater than the date of now, or of today, that means that this guy is choosing a date in the future. So we're gonna just process the logic. All right, else you should actually send him some echo out just for now. You just echo out something like you need to choose a date in the future. All right, so we're gonna go invalid date, for example. All right, so yeah, let me now cut this. Let me go right there. Let me paste this in like that. All right, and I want to simply go ahead and comment this for now. I also want to go ahead and I want to grab store the price, in some kind of session, so we can actually charge the user later. So yeah, let me go ahead and do this now. I'm just gonna go right there at this part, and I'm gonna go price equals, and I'm gonna go session put, and I'm gonna make this so it will be price. All right, I'm gonna create this key and I'm gonna send in this data right there. All right, so this price right now holds this key, this price key right here, and this holds this value right here of the price. All right, so we're gonna go right after this and we're gonna get this. So I'm just gonna go new price right there, and I'm gonna go ahead and go session get, and I'm gonna get this price right here. All right, so this will simply hold the same data as this. I just created this, since we can maybe we will test in the future using this, as you can see. All right, so as you can see right there, now all I'm gonna do right now is just save this, and the next thing, it will be taking care of the form. So let me go to the form. I guess that this video now, yeah, it's really big. So let me just go ahead real quick. All right, so the action right here will be route. And if we go to web.php, so there it is. Let me go ahead and paste this in, and I want to go city, and I want to send in the ID right along with this. So the name's right here. All right, so here the name is name. I'm gonna keep it like this, and right here the name is phone number. And right here the number of guests. Right here I'm just gonna keep this number underscore guests like that. All right, so this will be just 4. Will be 4 like this. If you want to add more, that's totally up to you. All right, so right after this, the check-in date. So I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna copy the check-in date, and there it is. All right, so choose your destination. So the name of this is destination right there. Awesome. And right after this, we have the button, make your reservation now. All right, so I want to go ahead and I want to go to my controller. Let me see. Yeah, we still have the price and we still have the user ID to simply create, create inputs for us. So let me go paste this in, and those will actually be hidden, but I'm just going to keep them visible for now. So this will be price, and the value for this, it will be the city price, and it will be multiplied by the number of people. Well, actually, yeah, we're grabbing this dynamically right here. So yeah, we do not even need any kind of input for this. We're just gonna create an input for the user ID, or we cannot even not create an input for the user ID. We can just remove this and we can pick this up from the auth class. You can just go auth user, can go ID like that. So this will give us the ID of the user that's trying to make this reservation. I'm just gonna go up right here. I'm gonna go auth, use auth like that. All right, so great. So I guess that everything right here is cool. We're just gonna keep this, make this button so it will be a type of submit actually. All right, so I guess what we have left is the CSRF. We can't we can't forget this. So the method right here will be post actually. Let's save right now. Let's try and see what's going on with this. So I'm just gonna keep the name right here and the phone number, there it is, and the number of guests, I will just keep it 2, and the check-in date, let's choose a date in the past. So today is the 6th of August. I'm just gonna choose the 1st of August right here, and I'm gonna click make a reservation. All right, so as you can see, the validation is working perfectly. Invalidate, you need to choose a date in the future. All right, so let's go back and let's see. Let's try and pick now a valid date. I'm just gonna choose the 9th of August, which is a date in the future. All right, so let's go ahead and click make your reservation. Well, let's see what's gonna happen. I got a bad feeling. Yeah, of course, there will be the name, add name to fillable property to allow mass assignment. Auth user. User ID. Add name to fillable property to allow mass assignment. So we go right here, reservation. We will see user ID right there. I don't even understand what this means, but it says that it's a problem in the model. Name, phone number, number of guests, and phone number, number of guests, check-in date. Check-in date. All right, so destination. It's right there, price. It's right there, user ID. Right there, and there is the status. So if we go right there, destination, price, user ID, status, like that. And yeah, I don't even know what's going on. So auth user, and we're grabbing the ID. So did we leave anything right here? Let me try to make this data so it will actually come from an input, not like this. All right, so let me copy, let me paste. So this will come from the user ID. For example, let's just try something out, you know. All right, so I'm just gonna go right here and copy this, for example, go right there and paste. So the value for this, it will be auth, will come from auth user, and I will send in the ID of this user. So the name for this, it will be user underscore ID. All right, and this will be user ID like that, and save. Let's go back. Let's refresh this. So if we look right here, we will see the user ID, and it's one right here. So yeah, that's okay. If we click, yeah, it's telling me to simply enter the rest of the data. So there we go. The number of guests is 2. The date, let's choose a date in the future. So there it is, and choose your destination is right there. We click make your reservation now. All right, so the same error is being displayed, which is something that I do not like. We go right there, we got this, for example, and if we go right here and let's make a variable for this, so this will be total price will equal this. Let's copy this and send it right here. Let's save. Now let's go ahead and refresh. All right, so this is taking too much. We go like that, and the number of guests is like that, and the check-in date simply in the future right there. And if we click make your reservation, all right, so this is ridiculous, so I'm just gonna stop the video and I'll get back to you. All right, now so I'm back once again. So the problem was actually in the fillable right here. So this was actually fillables like this. Just remove the s like that. All right, remove this s like this one right here. If you, for example, look for the user.php, which is the user model right here in the models folder, you will see that this will be fillable, not fillables. All right, so we need to set it to fillable like that. All right, I also ran into another problem while I was working. Just go ahead and type in the integer at this part right here, at this part in front of this this object instantiation, and also do it right here, because what we're trying to do right here, we're multiplying two strings, and that doesn't work. We have to go ahead and force them to be integers like this. All right. So I also ran in, and I ran into another problem right over here, which telling me that there is a violation right here. This column right here cannot be null, which is maybe related to the problem right here in the view. So let me go to the input with the name destination. So if we go right there, let me see. There is destination right here. So I want to go ahead and I want to go to my controller. I want to go to my model first, and then I will go right here. I will paste this in like that. We'll also paste this in like that. I will save, and I will go to my model, and I will make this destination like that. All right, so probably there was a typo. So the most important part is to write it right here in the model, and then you copy it and you paste it right here at these parts, and then you paste it right here at the name for the input. All right, and save the whole thing basically. So let me go back. Let me try this once again. All right, so I want to go ahead and I want to refresh, and I want to try and insert. Hopefully it works this time, because this video is just taking too long. All right, so for the phone number, so there it is. And for the number of guests, we'll make it 2. And for the check-in date, let's get a date in the future. So there it is. And there is the destination, which is Cairo. The user ID, we should actually hide this, but let's submit the form for now. All right, so it looks like we got another one. So integrity constraint violation column destination cannot be null. All right, so it's telling me that this cannot be null right here. So let me go ahead to my structure, not this table, the reservation table right there. All right, so let me go structure, let me go destination right here. I want to change this. Maybe there is a typo. I want to go to my model, because again, this is the most crucial part. I want to go ahead, copy, and I want to go for the name. I want to go ahead and paste like this. I guess that this is the same, so what's the problem? I don't know. Let's go ahead and save. Let's now go ahead and try refresh this. All right, so did it insert? All right, so let's wait a second. All right, let's go click browse. Let's see if we inserted something or not. All right, so still did not insert anything. Let me go back. I want to stop this, and I want to go refresh. Let me submit the form again. All right, so let's go right here, this city. All right, so then you can simply wait until this is over. So let me, all right, so there we go. Take so long to load this page. So there is the date. Let's click. All right, so this is unbelievable. Integrity constraint violation, column destination cannot be null. All right, so destination, and there it is, destination. Well, let me check. All right, so here is what happened. I know this video was a mess. Well, first of all, you go to your reservation.blade. The reason for this error that we were actually keeping the disabled right here in these inputs. As you can see, the input was the name destination. We should not place this as disabled, as you can see, and we should not also make this disabled right here. We better go ahead and we actually remove those. As you can see, we might go ahead and we just go hidden right here, and we also make this hidden. So simply save it like this. Again, just remove the disabled keyword right here from the inputs. That's actually everything. And go ahead to your controller and use decision like this. Include decision, since we already are using it right here. All right, so this is what's happening basically. After you do this, it will actually work. Let's refresh right now. And as you can see, just gonna go my name like this, and there is the phone number, and there is the number of people. I will choose this to be 1, for example. All right, and I will choose, instead of 1, let's choose it 2, make it 2, and for the date, I'm just going to keep this 11th, and I'm going to go make reservation now. All right, so as you can see, reservation is made successfully. So if we browse, all right, so there we go. Here's actually our own record. So as you can see, there is the price $800 because it was for one person only $400, and there is the user ID, and here is the status, and this is a record that I inserted before. So yeah, it's working perfectly actually. In the next video, we should go ahead and we should process our payment with PayPal. All right, so I hope that this video was not too messy for you, and I will see you in the next video.